Same procedure we have to apply, and we have to decide by observing the problem and calculate the averages of x and y variables here. Okay, if they in the given question assume mean values are given, for example x and y values are given, we call it as x bar values. If it is given, then we have to follow the same procedure here. The next one here, after calculating the averages of x and y variables, if we got the fraction values, that is 10.12 or 2.10 in any x or y variable, then we have to apply assumed mean method, the method we are going to discuss now today. If the average values of x and y variables are not in fraction, then apply actual mean method. Okay, so here the following method and the formula is applied for assumed mean method is here, and assumed mean method formula and actual mean method formula is different here. So you observe carefully. R is equals to sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into dy by n divided by under root sigma dx square minus dx whole square by n into under root sigma dy square minus dy sigma dy whole square by n. Okay, yesterday what we discussed regarding actual mean method, sigma x into sigma sigma x into sigma y divided by sigma x square into sigma y square should be discussed here. So you observe the problem carefully. Calculate the coefficient of correlation for the ages of husband and wives. Okay, so here the age of husband, age of wife given here, and instead of writing age of husband, you have to write x, and age of wife you have to write y. Okay, you observe carefully the problem. First of all, what we have to do by observing the problem, first of all we have to find out the x bar value and y bar value. The same procedure what we applied for actual mean method, we are following the same procedure here also. You observe carefully. First calculate average of x and y variables to know the actual mean method or assumed mean method. After calculating all the values, then substitute into the formula as follows here. Okay, so students, you observe carefully. Wait a minute. Okay, so here the calculation part of have taken 30 has assumed mean method and 25 here assumed mean method. So this 311 is divided by how many variables are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 variables are there. So here the total, okay, the total is called sigma x is equal to 311 divided by 10. So you got 31.1. Okay, the value is in fraction in the case of x, and in the case of y also 257. 257 divided by 10, that is 25.7. Okay, in these two cases you got fraction values, so this problem belongs to assumed mean method problem. Okay, here all the values are given. See, from 23 to 39, these 10 values are there. You can take any number, either you can take 23, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, 20, 35, 36, 39. Any number you can take. In x case has for subtracting the values, and the y case also you can take any number here. Okay, for our convenient I am taking here 30. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth value I am taking 30 has assumed mean method. The same place also in y variable also 25. Okay, so instead of writing the x, I am writing here dx is equals to x minus a. A stands for assumed mean method, that is 30. 23 minus 30, that is minus 7. Then 27 minus 30, that is minus 3. 28 minus 30, that is minus 2. 29 minus 30, that is 1. 30 minus 30, that is 0. Okay, the same procedure apply for the remaining variables also. Okay, then after you will get a dx value. These values are called dx values. These values are Okay, if these values are summed, okay, we call it as sigma dx. If these values are done total, then automatically we call it as sigma dx is equals to 11. Okay, after getting all these dx value, you have to do dx square, that is 7 square is 49, 3 square is equals to 9, 2 square is equals to 4, 1 square is equals to 1, 0 square is equal to 0, 1 square is equals to 1. Again the same procedure. Okay, you will get the value sigma dx square is equals to 215. Okay, x part is completed here. Okay, x part is completed. The next age of wife, that is y variables here, age of wife. Okay, instead of writing age of y, I am writing y. Okay, the same procedure what we applied for x case, in the same procedure for in the y also. Dy, you have to find out the dy values here. Okay, 25 is the assumed mean method, that is y minus a is equals to 25. Okay, y minus a, y means here 18 minus 25, 18 minus 25, that is minus 7, 22 minus 25, that is minus 3, 23 minus 25, that is minus 2, 24 minus 25, that is minus 1. The same procedure apply for the remaining variables also. Then finally you will get sigma dy is equals to 7, sigma dy is equals to 7. Okay, again these values, these dx values you got, then just to find out the squares of these all these values, that is sigma, that is dy square is equals to 7 square is 49, 3 square 9, 2 square 4, 1 square 1, 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 7 square 49. Sigma dy square is equals to 163. Okay, then dx into dy, all these values are dx values, okay, into dy values. 7 7s are 7 into 7, that is 49. 3 3s are, okay, 3 3s are 9, 2 2s are 4, 1 into 1 1, 0 into 0 0. Okay, then you will get sigma dx into dy, that is 186, 186. Then next immediately after calculating, okay, the first step is already we done this step, step number 1. Then second one, after calculating all the values, then substitute into the formula sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into dy by n. Okay, divided by under root sigma dx square minus sigma dx whole square by n into under root sigma dy square minus dy whole square by n. Okay, sigma dx dy value is 186, 186. The next one 11 into 7. Okay, 11 is sigma dx value and 7 is dy value, divided by 10. N stands for total number of variables are here, 10 variables. Okay, the next one here, the calculation part is done. After calculating all the values, you will get see, I am have done stepwise. Step number 2, simply I am writing all the values into a formula. Then after completion of writing part, simply I am substituting here the first deciding ascending order value 178.3 you got, and then after deciding value, okay, ascending deciding values, you observe carefully here. See here, r is equals to 178.3 divided by 179.10 is equals to 0.99. Okay, from the above figures it is interpreted that there is a perfect positive correlation between husband age and wife age. You have to write in this way the conclusion part. Okay, then here I think you understood the problem. Once again I am repeating here. First of all, you have to observe the problem. X and y variables we call it as, or sometimes x1 x2 will be given, or y1 y2 will be given. First you have to calculate the average of x and y. Suppose you got here in this given problem 311 you got, x bar is equals to 311 divided by 10, that is 31.10, the value you got in fraction. So this problem belongs to assumed mean method. So you have to follow this procedure. Okay, and I am giving here some practice problems here, problems for practice purpose. Here 5 problems are there. Please try to practice these problems. Calculate the Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between price and demand from the data given below. Price and demand. Price stands for X and demand stands for Y. Price are there here. You observe carefully: 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Then demand: 60, 58, 58, 50, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70. Okay. Here how many values are there? 10 values are there. First of all, you have to find out the X bar and Y bar values. In X bar, suppose you got a 2-digit number, or Y case also 2-digit number, then the problem belongs to actual mean method. If you got in fractions, then the problem belongs to assumed mean method. Then problem number 2 here, calculate Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between X and Y from the following data. X series and Y series are given, and these 5 problems are repeated a number of times in examination point of view. So please try to practice these 5 problems, students. Then problem number 3, compute Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation in the following series relating to cost of living and wages. Okay, wages and cost of living values are there. Wages stands for X and cost of living stands for Y. Okay, 100, 101, 103, 102, 100, 99, 97, 98, 96, 95. Okay, cost of living here 98, 99, 99 again, 97, 95, 92, 95, 94, 90, 91. Okay, this is problem number 3. And problem number 4 also here, calculate the Pearson's. See, the name itself they are changing for confusion purpose. Calculate the Pearson's coefficient from the following data using 44 and 26 respectively has the origin of X and Y. Okay, in these given problem, no need to calculate X bar and Y bar values. It is already mentioned in the question, that is X bar value is 44 and Y bar value is 26. In the X minus A and Y minus A, in the place of A you have to write 44, and in the place of Y minus A you have to write 26. Then do calculation. Okay, the next one, calculate Pearson's coefficient of correlation from the following data. Take 65 and 70 has assumed averages of the variables X and Y respectively. Okay, X values and Y values are there, and here it is advancedly it is given in the question, that is 65 and 70. Okay, I think you understood, students, this problem. Try to practice these 5 problems. These 5 problems are in the most number of times examination point of view it is repeated. So please try to practice these problems. So you observe carefully this problem. If you have any doubt, you can raise the doubt also.